Construct Limited is one of Gambia's leading construction and real estate development companies with 30 years of undertaking large-scale building and civil engineering projects for private clients, NGOs, and government parastatals. The company, which also engages in building, selling and renting private real estate, has over 350 employees, including engineers, IT specialists, masons, carpenters, laborers, iron workers, machine operators, and mechanics. Our mission is to continue striving to our full capacity towards national development and building long-term relationships with our clients based on integrity and satisfaction. Construct Limited is specialized in the production and use of 3D panels, a modern, unique and effective method of easily creating a strong insulated concrete building or wall. Construct Limited has built durable buildings like the Gambia Television Station headquarters at Kanifing, Zenith Bank headquarters, the 7-story Sankung Sila building along Caraba Avenue, and a beachfront real estate development in Fajara, comprising of 21 2-bedroom apartments, 21 3-bedroom apartments, 7 penthouses, 3 bungalows, and 10 villas.
So, Mr. Shams, I can see that you all build landmarks. This is a whole lot. You've done all of this?
Yes, and much more than this. In the past 30 years, we have done over 130 projects in Gambia, big and small. This is just a highlight of some of them. As you can see from the top, we have the Zenith building on Kairaba Avenue, GRTS building. That's another commercial building on Kairaba Avenue, Kairaba Shopping Center. Then we have the Beka Market in Banjul, next to Social Security. We have the Bahai Center, we have Fajara Waterfront, Ocean View, Phase 2. We have Future Elect building, Sankon Sila building, where the DHL and Gamsel is. And then again, this is our head office here, Emporium on Kairaba Avenue. One of our first building was the Standard Chartered Bank.
The one at Westfield.
Yeah, at the Westfield. This was one of them. These are some of the houses we have built in Fajara. Large houses with swimming pool and tennis courts behind them. This is again a Beka Market and different views. This is Relax Waterfront. This is Human Rights Building near and then Alliance Franco-Gambian was also one of our first projects here on Kairaba Avenue. Again, this is Lebato, Ocean View Phase 1. And then the list goes on and on. Different
you
views.
Did the gas station?
The gas station at traffic light.
Wow.
And then this is a 6 apartment building in Al Madi in Dakar. We also did that. This is the pavilion next to the arch. Yeah, we built it there in the European Union on Atlantic Boulevard.
Wow.
And this is the police lines in Banjul. So these are just few out of the hundreds, so many projects.
Your company has not been talking about all of this. Nobody knows. I know all these buildings, but I never knew that Construct did them. You don't seem to like publicity. This is big. Actually, this is a great job. So let's see the rest of what you have.
And which is finished few years ago and done. People have bought all their units, 62 units. And many people, there are almost 60 owners here. Each one have bought their own properties and they are enjoying the beachfront and the golf course behind. And then we have the Relax Waterfront, which is next to Coco Ocean, also with direct sea view. This is like 105 units. Most of the units are also sold or rented or some.
So it's bigger than the Fajara Waterfront?
It's much bigger. But the units are smaller than Fajara Waterfront. Fajara Waterfront has larger units. And then the Tropic Shopping Center that we had the inauguration just a few days ago. The concept is changed a little bit on this is one of the first drawings, which is just inaugurated with shopping mall, fully air conditioned, and many people witnessed the opening.
So you have upcoming projects.
And
I
now
know
we
are
have-
going to go there.
Yes, we have two new projects after Fajara Waterfront successfully developed and handed over to the people who bought and relaxed Waterfront. We are starting one project called Orchid in Bijilo, also waterfront, and one in Brufut Heights called Gem Waterfront. And these two projects are PPP, public-private partnership with the Gambia Tourism Board. And we have just started the foundation work on this, and we are very excited. There are over 300 units of apartments and villas which are being built there.
What is the demand for waterfront properties? Because a lot of people would say they're expensive and others would love them. Is the demand high? Because you just mentioned that almost Fajara waterfront is sold out.
Yeah.
And then the relaxed waterfront as well. So it means people are buying.
Yeah, people are buying, as you know, all over the world. Waterfront properties are always prime locations in many countries. Like in America, only the celebrities and movie stars can afford it.
Yes.
They are so expensive. We are fortunate in Gambia. Still, they are not that expensive. Of course, they are a little bit more expensive than the other houses built inland. But then we are still fortunate we can have this in Gambia. I'm sure in future these houses will be so expensive nobody can touch it, because there would be no more land in the waterfront to develop. So the demand is always there. There are people, especially people coming from from Europe, America, investors, and who they want a second home in Gambia, and also the Gambians in diaspora. They know the value of the waterfront properties, and these are mainly the people who are really interested, and they are buying these properties. They know what this is in future, what it will cost.
And the good thing is, it's not only waterfront, but it's also fully equipped in terms of when you want water, it's running water 24 hours. Yes. And I lived in one of them before, so I know. And also there is uninterrupted electricity service. That's a great thing.
Yes, we take care of all those. In all of them, we have our own transformers, to make sure that there is stable power all over. And then, as you said, the power supply, always we have additional booster pumps to ensure that this, and the huge generators and all this is taken care of, to give comfort to the people living there, so they don't have to worry.
There's a pool in there.
Always,
everything.
Always. Some of them, they have more than one swimming pool. Like Fajara Waterfront, we have 19 pools. Each villa in front, they have their own swimming pool. There are 10 of them. Each penthouses on top of the apartments, they have their own pools on the 4th floor. And then there are a couple of pools here. So altogether is about 7 of these and 10 of these, 17 plus these 2. There are 19 pools only in Fajara Waterfront.
Wow. So we are going to now go to Fajara Waterfront and go to the new developments and see what you have there. Here we are at the Fajara Waterfront. I must admit, this is my favorite place in the Gambia. This is the place that my dream home is here. So let me ask you about Fajara Waterfront, because most of the time when I post this on Facebook, trying to get people to buy it, they're like, but how come they're getting all this land free? Do you get this land free?
Well, not at all. I can say that I have never got any piece of land in Gambia for free, allocated for free. Like, for example, if you take Fajara Waterfront, when this land was allocated to me, it was a compensation package to the government. One of them was to build a new Fajara craft market with 80 stalls, which we built it right here on the other side with 80 stalls and handed over to government and GT board, and they rented it to the craft makers. Yeah. And the second in the package was to build the Gambia Tourism Board head office free of charge. Wow. So there are 2 commitments we had to make in order to get this land. As you remember, this was a sandy hill here that people come and just use it for training. They run up and down for years. So these two packages was given to government in exchange of receiving this land. And now, as I said earlier, for new projects we have for Gem and Orchid, they are also PPP projects with Gambia Tourism Board and the government, which there is a portion of every sale we make goes to the government, which once everything is sold, it becomes a very substantial amount for the government. And we are very happy that, it's a win-win situation that we have been practicing so far.
Well, it is good to know that, because some people raise concerns as to how legal is this place. They're like, oh, hope we will not buy, and then later on we will have problems. Like the government would take it from us or something. Because that has actually, there are some real estates who've been selling stuff, and then only for people to be told by the government that they do not have right to sell it. So I think those are concerns as well. But this is clean, very clean.
These are all the title. These are clean. It's all gone registered. And then, as you know, that lands, most of the lands in Gambia are leased, almost all. Only few freehold in Banjul or something. Everything else is leased. And the lands which are leased by the Ministry of Land are 99 years lease. Lands which are leased by Gambia Tourism Board on the TDA area is 50 years lease. But nevertheless, here, the land was allocated to me, but now we have 62 owners. It's not mine anymore. There are 62 people who owns this place. Or in Relaxed Waterfront, there are 105 people, Gambian, non-Gambian, everybody, they are all owning that places. It's not mine. I don't think that any time Gambia government will come and take these 62 people all to go out, or 105 people to go out because we want to demolish this. This has never, I am here 30 years, I have never seen the government to come and evict somebody from their leased properties. So this is the leased property, the same situation with any other leased property in the country.
So right now there are some people who are expressing interest each time I post photos of Fajara waterfront. Do you have units available now, or it's all
We have
gone?
few units of 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments and one villa or something, I think, which is not sold yet. It still belongs to us, and we will be more than happy to sell it to
less
whoever.
than 5, right? Or less than 10?
Yeah, there are not too many left. Yes,
that's
yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We are right here at the Fajara waterfront. As you can see, this is what I've been advertising all the time. I know you have been raising questions. This is why I think it is important that we have the head of Construct Limited, Fara Shams, to come over here and talk to you about all these projects. So next time I put it out there on Facebook, you guys better buy, because this is the Orchid waterfront. This is the one that's upcoming. It should be ready end of 2023, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
This project is composed of 4 apartment buildings. What you are witnessing here is these 2, which are near the sea. These 2 apartments. Each apartment has 14 units in it. And then we already made a lot of excavation here to make it into terrace situation like this. So each apartment, 3-story building, they will have clear view of the sea. So we have built,
So have 2 apartments.
yes, the two apartments in this level, and 2 apartments on the upper level here, and then on the flat part on top we have villas, number of villas. So all together will be about 80 units here, which will have all the facilities. It will have a gym, mini market, everything else that is mentioned in the website. You know, the Gem and Orchid, they share the same website, gemwaterfront.com. So the price list is there, the plans are there, the location of the apartments are there. If they click, they know in which floor they can capture what. So this is the smaller, and then about 80 units. And then from here, as you said, we are going to go to Brufut Heights,
Yes.
which will have number of apartments in
that's
different
even more.
terraces.
It looks
This
like
is
that's
an-
big.
This is very big. When we go to GEM,
Yes.
you will see. But at the moment, we are here with these 80 units, which is in Bijulo, very accessible to the main road, as you have seen. And, you know, it's...
I was going to ask if you are specialized in building waterfronts, because it's not easy building very close to the water.
Yeah. Actually, you know, I am a civil engineer, so we have studied all sorts of situations for foundations, for structures. When I was building, trying to do Ocean View, actually,
Yeah.
the first place that we went, Ocean View, Lebato Apartments, which was only sandy hill. And then Fajarawata, everybody was saying that you can't build that. It's just a sand. You know, you can't build 3-4 story building on the sand. But then there are ways of tackling these problems, and we did it. The Ocean View is 25 years old. Fajara Waterfront is about 7-8 years old now, but Ocean View 25 years. And no problem, not even a single crack anywhere. And people are enjoying it. So there are ways of making provisions for those considerations. And the same thing continues.
So have you started selling this? Because it looks like it's going.
Have actually
fast.
in Orchid here, if I'm not sure, but if I'm not mistaken, at least 8 to 10 units are already sold on the plan. People are running and buying the best units, reserving best units. If you notice in our website, we have 3 payment options,
Yes.
which makes it very easier for different budgets.
Yeah.
One is the traditional 30%. Another one is quarterly, and we have
$5,000.
we have introduced for the first time now that concept, which I learned it overseas. With $5,000, you can just reserve your unit, and then every 3-4 months you are paying a little bit throughout the years. So it's much easier for the people who are with salary and things.
Yes.
You know.
Until it is ready end of 2022, right?
2023.
2023.
And then, it's a very easy option. With $5,000, you can mark your place, and that will be yours.
Yes.
Nobody else will take it.
Right now, we're at the GEM. This is, I'm not sure now which one is my favorite. I actually said Fajara Waterfront, and now this one, the location is perfect. So what can you tell us about GEM?
Well, GEM is a very huge land. It's about 200 meter on the seaside by 400 meter deep. It's a huge land. And then what we have done in order to maximize the sea view, we have done excavation for the past 1.5 years. We have been excavating here and sending over 5,000-6,000 trucks of material outside in order to prepare these 3 terraces. And these apartments that you can see here, there are like 2, 4, 5 in this level, 4 on that level, and 4 on top. These are all 7 meters higher than each other, and they have views. So what you can notice, you can see here, you can see the foundation of this and the preparation for the foundation of this one. These 2 only. Out of all this is being built.
So these 2 are these ones?
This one and this one are these 2, this one and this one.
Oh, okay.
These 2.
Yes. So
And each one of them has 11 apartments in it. 3 floor. This almost the same design as the Orchid. 3 floor, and they have 11 apartments each there. So this is the way. The good thing about GEM is also is next door to one of the most prominent areas of town, which is Brufut Heights.
Brufut Heights.
Brufut Heights, you have multi-million homes here.
Yes.
In right next neighbor is the Brufut Heights, so it is a different status. And we had to build a lot of retaining wall, concrete wall on the side, as you might see that there are some of that concrete walls are 6 meters high in order to keep the road in place, and then make this to happen.
Wow.
So the GEM has in total the number of villas and apartments is over 250 units.
So this looks like it will be the biggest.
This is the biggest by far that we have ever done, And then there would be 2 tennis courts. There is the supermarket. There would be gym. There would be gathering hall. So many facilities. There are pool on top.
Yeah.
And again pool at the beach side.
Yes.
All the facilities will be here. Only the road system here and the parking system you can see.
Yeah.
We have about 2 kilometers of road system within the gym.
Yeah.
2 kilometers. All these roads which are coming to the parking. There are abundance of parking everywhere for all the units, visitor parking and the owners parking. Everything is already planned
so when
here.
Will this be ready?
This is also the first phase is we are aiming for end of 2023 for the first phase, because this cannot be built in one phase. This should be 1, 2 or 3 phase, it depending to the how the sales will go.
So 2023.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so already people have started buying this one too. Right?
This one very few already we have. Here, I think there are 4 or 5 units only sold.
So,
we are just starting.
Yes.
People are. So it is very exciting. I'm very excited about these projects.
Yeah.
They are very contemporary design.
It looks like
beautiful.
It's your favorite.
Really, like the floors of these apartments, the slabs are 23 centimeter thick. You know, usually the slabs every floor is 15 centimeters. These are 20 because we want to avoid to have these ugly beams coming out. It's all flat and nice. It's really, I like the plans here even better than other projects already.
And the website is gemwaterfront.com. So if you want more information as to pricing and floor plans and all of that, you can check them out on the website. So let's talk about Construct a little bit. Construct Limited. A lot of people, like camera crew, they're like, oh, they build all these landmarks in the Gambia. Can you tell us a little bit about Construct? How long have you been in business?
Well, I have been in construction business over 40 years, almost 45 years. I have worked in Nigeria. I have worked 7 years in Canada doing construction. And now 30 years in Gambia.
30 years?
We came here in 1991 with my family, and my children grew up here. They were very little. They went and studied, and they came back. They joined the family business. We are all working together. And 30 years we are here in Gambia. And as I said earlier, we have over 130 projects to be proud of for government, for private sector. We started as a construction company. We were only doing construction for government and private sector. But later on, about 15 years ago, 12 years ago, we started doing development projects, our own projects. And then it has been going very well. I am so grateful to Gambia and the people of Gambia.
And who are the people that you work with most of the time? Any problems?
Actually, there are many people I should thank. In Gambia, but maybe I can mention few names, like Mr. Idi Njai of Gamex Engineering, which has been like a mentor to me and a big brother, really has helped me a lot throughout the years that I have been here. And Mr. Alpha Barry, also is like a brother, and also I always consult him on everything because I really have lots of high value for his remarks and things. And also my colleagues like TAF, Mustafa Injai, he started this concept of, estate development. He started, if you remember, near this airport, I don't know what it was called, Yarambamba. He started it all, and we are all following him by building estate development and things like that. So I thank everybody in Gambia business community that have been only instrumental, and my family as well, and also you.
Thank you.
Really,
and the tropics too. The tropics is different. It's big.
Tropic is
the parking,
very nice.
All of that. You're doing a great job, an amazing job.
Thank
you. This is important because then the people who want to buy Orchid and Gem would actually now put a face to the projects. Because that was the part that was always missing.
Okay, yes. We're very glad to be contributing to this. I was building for many years, as I said, in Canada also. But then in Canada, you are lost. There are millions of architects and builders and things. But in Gambia, I'm so glad that when you do a job, really everybody notices and they appreciate it because it stands out, you know. I'm very grateful for that.
Well, we would like to thank you very much for your time. We've taken half of your day today to go around the projects. I know these two are upcoming, but just before you go, do you have any other big project coming, or is it that you want to focus on these two for now?
Well, at the moment, we are focusing on these two because these are really big projects.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not easy financially and things to handle all this. So we are trying to bring them to some fruition before of course, there would be projects in future. Not me, I am old, but my children are very young, and I am sure they will continue the trend in future, developing, you know, as much as possible.
And to the clients, the customers who are watching this and would want to buy, what would you tell them? I would say, when you're buying, call the number that I put on the advert. And what would you like to tell them? That, you know, it's going fast and that it would be good to get yours now.
Yeah, that's the thing, as we said earlier, that really, if they want waterfront, if they are interested in these projects, they should hurry up because there are not much waterfront projects here. Aside from the one we are doing, there might be one or two more. Yeah. So they should reserve their units, and then they will never regret it because in years to come, once these parts are finished, you know, then it will appreciate so much, like everywhere in the world. When the prime lands, you know, are gone, then everybody wants to steal the prime land, and they have to pay a lot more for it. So especially with the terms of payment that we have introduced, that $5,000 payment, I think is so easy for everybody to mark their units and put their names on that.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shams, for your time. We appreciate you.
Visit us today at Construct Limited, Plot 65, Canifing Institutional Layout, Canifing, Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Fridays and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or visit our website at www.constructlimited.com or info@constructlimited.com. You can also call us on +220 437 5700. Construct Limited will build landmarks.